Hey guys, and welcome to another PES 2013 video. Today we've got a new Master League campaign, checking out Newcastle United, and basically showing you guys the transfer system and players that I was looking to purchase before the season started. And right here I was just kind of going through the players and having a look who could be a key player. Really wanted youth players, you know, under 26, 7 years of age, younger players. And a couple of these players were pretty young. Of course, on the right hand side, scouting report tells you chances of signing that particular player. So obviously if there's only a 2-3% chance, it really isn't worth it. I had about 30 odd million to spend because of salaries and everything else that needed to come into play. First of all, I was just looking at, you know, a centre forward and possibly a centre back. And just browsing through the players. Some of these players aren't at teams. They haven't been put in their respective teams, or the teams haven't been made. So, you know, Konami haven't updated them. So I didn't want to buy players that weren't in teams because it would have been a little bit cheap. Higuain was a player I was looking at. 75% chance of picking him up. And just fell underneath my price range of around 29 million. So I thought, why not add him to the favourites? I skipped the training match because I wasn't too worried about that. So we move along. A couple of players there. Got a pair of boots as well, which I actually forgot to assign to some players, so I need to do that. And Endona was a key player. I looked at him at 18 years of age. Looked very, very good for a right back. Unfortunately, percent of chance of picking him up was pretty slim, even though he plays for Nottingham Forest. I was comparing him to the likes of Danny Simpson, and he seemed to be a hell of a lot better and younger. So I put in a bid for a couple of players. Put in a bid for Endona, and then I put in a bid as well for Higuain, who, you know, let's be honest, if I picked him up, he would be a key player for me. And you know, Real Madrid have a lot of quality. They may not necessarily need him. I just wanted to have a look at the youth squad as well. There are a couple of good players in there, 81 and a 70 something, so maybe in the future I will give them a professional contract. And there is my lady friend just giving me lots of information. I was just checking out the negotiations. They still hadn't gone through as of yet. And then she regrets to inform me that I hadn't signed Endona. He couldn't agree terms, and well, he wanted to stay at Nottingham Forest, which was a surprise. Of course, GB points telling me about them as well. And then she said we have reached an agreement for Higuain, and which was nice. But as you can see, they wanted 38.4 million for him, and I just really was not willing to pay that kind of money. I dropped my offer down to 25.5 million. I thought that's a good, you know, reasonable amount for a player who, you know, has played for a while. He's not the youngest player ever, but that was what I was willing to pay. And unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. And well, that was that out of the way. So it was back to the drawing board to see if we could find other players. I changed my positions and went for a winger, and I changed the age as well to 25 to 29 because there wasn't too many players in there otherwise. This player looked interesting. Boca, of course, he was pretty old, 29-ish, but I did add him to the favourites. Lichtsteiner as well, 28. It was a 90 odd % chance of picking him up, or 60 something. Another player I was looking at there as well. Of course, you have to look at your scouting report. Ashley Young, 55% chance. I thought, why not? You know, maybe he would like to stay in the Premiership, play for someone else. There was 2 Van der Vaarts for some reason, but he's not at a club, so I didn't want to pick him up. That would have been a little bit cheap and easy. Another left back there, Alex Song, a 94% chance of possibly buying him, and I was wondering, well, how's that possible? You know, he's just moved to Barcelona, surely they would want to keep him, but I didn't want to make a bid for that reason. So those were some of the players I was looking at. I did put in a bid for Ashley Young. Lichtsteiner was thinking about it, but I didn't. And then Boca as well. I was thinking about him, but 29 years of age, he really hasn't got more than a couple of seasons before, you know, his stats could go down anyway. So continued to move along to the 19th of August when Becky said we have reached an agreement for Ashley Young. A bid of 29 or 28.9 million was what they wanted me to pay, and I thought, you know what, I'll just accept it. 28 million's not bad. Of course, it's going to kind of do me in the funds department, but not too bad. So the new boy, Ashley Young, up in front of the press to give his comments, and he said he's happy, and he's looking to have a very successful season. Of course, the manager as well is definitely pleased with that signing. The new number 7. Will he start the first game of the season? We shall see. So she was telling me at the moment I can't pay my expenses. So well, it was you can see I'm just expecting earnings was minus 600,000. So I decided to put a few players up for transfer. Players that were kind of old and I didn't necessarily need. Elliott, didn't really need another goalie, to be honest with you. And I even put Amiobi up there as well because he's nearly he's 30 odd years of age now. And that is that. Anyway, let's move on to the game. First game of the season is against Southampton. So guys, sit back and I hope you guys enjoy. Today we're back with the Master League, but different today. We're starting one with Newcastle United in the Barclays Premier League, and as you can see I have well, as you would have heard, snapped up Ashley Young from United for around 26 million. And of course it hasn't helped my bank because I'm now kind of in Sturm, so I'm going to have to sell a couple of players, but it is what it is. He is not starting today, he's on the bench, he's not 100% match fit, but we may be seeing him later on. Anyway, have a look at the starting lineups. Southampton, a 4-3-3 formation. Very attacking for them at home. And then Newcastle with a traditional formation, 4-4-2. Obertan and Ashley Young, former United players, on the bench. And Cisse and Demba Ba up top. That's a pretty lethal combination. And we will see how they'll do this season for Newcastle to really do better than they did last season. Had an absolute cracking season. They're in the top 4 for most of the season. But it is a new dawn, it is a new season, and things can happen at the blink of an eye. Of course, Manchester United and Tottenham, if you haven't seen that game, well, unbelievable match, to be honest with you. Just goes to show you that anything can happen in the Premier League. Manchester United defence. No Vidic again, he's out for 2 months. And, well, that's a problem for me. Manchester United struggled with him last season. They didn't have him. They had problems at the back. And then today, Tottenham scored 3 goals from 4 shots. Absolutely pathetic defensively. Ferguson needs to certainly sort that out. Anyway, here comes Newcastle. Cisse skips around his man. Unlucky. Schneiderlin comes forward, looking for that little dink over the top. Toyote's there. He's a good player, Toyote. He does a good job in the middle of the park. Cisse gets it wide. Simpson to Ben Arthur. He's a quality player, of course, if you remember the goal he scored last season where he ran from his own half before smashing it into the bottom corner. It was one of the goals of the season. It was as simple as that. And here's a chance early on. Cisse's had a go. He's unlucky. Smashed this one wide of the mark. Southampton couldn't contain him. They had 3 guys on him there, and he still managed to get the shot away. I will continue my Real Madrid campaign, but you know, I thought we're still a Liga and a Premier League one as well. Of course, the Newcastle one I'm expecting to be a hell of a lot tougher. Here's Gutierrez looking for that inside pass. Stephen Davis, fantastic challenge. Gutierrez will get it back. There's a tame pass from Demba Ba. Davis, Lallana, good challenge from Santon. Demba Ba, Kabaya. Cisse, he's already been a threat. Referee, for me that's a foul. Apparently not. Schneiderlin to Prado. Dixon down this left hand side. Oh, little nutmeg there, got away with it. Southampton's done well, and they're still going here. That's whipped in. Newcastle all over the place. They finally get the ball away. And now's another chance. Unbelievable save from the keeper. Not once, but it is in. Somehow that has ended up in the back of the net. I'm not sure how. But Punchin has made it 1-0 to the newly promoted boys. And Newcastle were just all over the place. They couldn't get the ball away. It comes back into the 18-yard box. It's a great pass. Harper can't do much about it, and in the end it's rolled into that bottom corner. And Newcastle 1-0 down. Here it is. So he just hits Harper, and somehow so much spin on the ball that it's rolled into the back of the net. 1-0. Gonna need a reply now. It's all about playing at home though. You need those wins, simple as that. If you lose away from home, it's not a big major factor, but when you start losing at home, then you have some problems. Ben Arthur, he's got good feet. Kabaya, Gutierrez, little back heel. Santon, Kabaya, he's got tons of space. A great save from the keeper. And Kabaya has a shot here, and that is a cracking save. Newcastle looking to pounce. Corner's whipped in, smashed away. Ben Arthur couldn't skip round his man. He's done well. It's Ben Arthur again, and took a deflection. Punching comes away with it. A lovely searching ball. Danny Simpson against Duprado, but he's done well. Goodbye. Ben Arthur. I wanted Demba Ba to make a run. He didn't. Cisse is looking for him. He skips around the keeper, and there it is. It's all too easy for Demba Ba. What a finish. Lovely pass from Cisse. He didn't hesitate, just coolly went round the keeper. The keeper real, he didn't know to commit or not, and in the end just made a mistake. Defensively, that's an error. Lovely pass through, one-on-one, little fake, skips around the goalie, and the goalie, well, he just didn't know what to do, did he? Go or stay, and in the end it's Demba Ba's pace that's too quick for him. Push it around him, slots it in. What a piece. So apparently you also don't, what I thought was that you try and qualify for the Champions League with whatever team you pick, but apparently I guess it doesn't matter, or that isn't the case if you pick a weaker team, which, you know, should be right and is correct. So obviously I didn't get a Champions League playoff game for Newcastle. Here comes Cisse to Gutierrez. Look at the space he has. It's Gutierrez. In the end it was a tame shot. I thought I was playing FIFA there. I was trying to hold R2 and R1 and shoot at the same time. Cisse. Demba Ba. Lovely feet by the big man, but he can't get away from him. Lolanu. Looking for that Meg. Goodbye. Gutierrez. Searching pass. Oof. Newcastle playing well though. It's a good move. Well played Cisse. Wonderful feet by him. Well played Goodbye. Trying to cut inside. It's another good challenge. Goodbye will get it back. Newcastle continue to press. Final 5 minutes here. Searching pass. Simpson should get there. He just lays that back to Harper. Santon. Looking for that through ball. Is unlucky. I will be putting Ashley Young on in the second half. See what he can do on his debut. Newcastle smash it away. That's a nice pass. Duprado got some space. That's a poor finish. It's out for a goal kick. There's a lovely looking ball here. Duprado's had a good first half. In the end the finish though was just poor. Got 1 minute of extra time, or added on time. Stoppages. Santon. Gutierrez. Lovely play. Demba Ba, wonderful challenge because he would have been in on goal. And there is the end of the first half. Southampton 1, Newcastle 1 here. Chance wise very even, possession wise Newcastle have had the upper hand. Everyone seems pretty decent. I mean I don't want to put, as you can see, Ashley Young is on blue. I'll put him on probably 20 minutes into the second half. Here is Simpson. Ben Arthur. Wasn't a great touch by Cisse, and he's lost the ball. Bardo comes away with it again. This guy has had a very good game so far. Perch. Coyote. That's a pathetic pass. I'm not sure what he's playing at there. Well played, the defender. Had to stick out a leg and did so. Gutierrez comes away with it. Oh, he was looking for Cisse. Would have been a great pass if he had found him. Gutierrez, he's playing well as well. Cisse looking for that ball over the top. It's Ben Arthur. He was going to have a go. He's gone down. The referee says get up. Or has he given a foul? He's given something. Wow, he's given that right on the edge of the box. Wow. Well, let's have a look. Who have we got here who fancies this? Goodbye looks pretty good for shooting. Remember the goal he scored against Manchester United. What a free kick it was. Can he do it today? Goodbye, can't get it up over the wall. So difficult when you're that close to get it up and down. Gutierrez. Perch. Demba Ba. He's lost it, but he does win it back. Good thing about Demba Ba, such a strong player. Ben Arthur. He's still going. Wonderful feet by the little man, but he loses possession. Derrida. Looking for that killer pass. I don't want to play around with this. Give it back to the goalie. Perch. Newcastle, a lot of possession at the moment, as you would expect. Trying to find that killer ball through. Simpson. Ben Arthur. That was a waste. Don't know why I did it. Duprado. And they found it again. Cisse, he wants Demba Ba to go. Cisse comes the other way. Looking for Goodbye. Will he get there? He's cut it back. It's a chance! And it's 2-1 Newcastle. And Demba Ba does it again. And Southampton at the back at the moment, all over the place. And Newcastle's confidence is riding high and higher. Look at this play. Cisse does well. This is a lovely pass. The defender just can't get there. Cabaye lays it back, and Demba Ba with a cool finish. That's a great strike by him. Couldn't have hit it any sweeter. Lovely pass, and right here, bam, cross the keeper. Newcastle now 2 goals to 1 up. I have to say, I'm definitely enjoying playing with Newcastle here. Thoroughly good stuff to play around with them, especially them 2 up top. Such a good combination. Of course, Cisse last season, he scored, I think it was 11 goals in 11 appearances after they bought him in the January transfer window. That's not too bad, is it? Here is Ba. At the moment, man of the match, Cabaye. He's a fantastic player as well. Ben Arfa. Little back heel, Cisse. Oh, trying to find Arfa again. That's a cracking ball. Now Newcastle have to be careful. I don't want to dive in on him, but I should have done that because Southampton are in on goal. Great save from Harper. Newcastle survive. Apologies about that. The game froze for a second. Toyote. Gutierrez. Cabaye, who's having a great game as well. Ben Arfa. It's a wasted pass by him. Schneiderlin skips around his man. It's a good challenge. A chance here for Cisse. He's in on goal and he smashes it wide. And he knows he should have scored. And so does the manager. What a pass this is. Lovely ball through. And really, he's got to hit the target. Smashed it wide. Well, it is that time. We're going to make a change. Time to put Ashley Young on. Demba Ba, who's had a great game, but he is dead. Amiobi, I mean, he's on blue, but he's going to have more stamina. So here comes Ashley Young, his debut for Newcastle. He wasn't happy at United, he just wasn't getting the playing time. And of course the manager here at Newcastle said, look, you're in my plans to definitely, you know, be in the first team lineup. Anyway, here is Cisse. Newcastle now just got to keep possession. That's a pathetic pass. Wasted as well. Dixon. Apologies guys, the game keeps freezing on me and I'm having to skip some of it, but it's not really missing too much. Here's Amiobi. Gutierrez. Down this left hand side. Looks for a lovely pass to Cisse. He's unlucky. Kelvin Davis did enough. Santon. Gutierrez again. Amiobi trying to get there. Santon will start again. Harper's just going to smash this one forward. Good challenge. Here is Ashley Young. Coming through the middle. Cisse. Simpson. Cabaye. He gets it out wide for Santon. We've only got 3 minutes to go. Newcastle now just want to keep possession. Do nothing stupid. Toyote. Cisse. Ashley Young. Good challenge. Referee says play on. Simpson got a chance to whip this in. Didn't happen for him though. 2 minutes of stoppages. Chance for Southampton here. Is on goal. Look at this. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper. And that is a poor finish. That really is. And probably Southampton's last chance of the game. There it is. It has finished. Southampton 1, Newcastle United 2. 6 shots to 8, 38 to 62% possession. Man of the match was of course Demba Ba for Newcastle. And we'll have a look at the other results. I will apologise about the game skipping, guys. I had to cut like 3 seconds of gameplay out because of it. But anyway, Southampton 1, Newcastle United 2, Fulham 2, Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1, Norwich City 1, Reading 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Wigan 1, Swansea City 0, West Ham United 1, Sunderland 0, Chelsea 2, Tottenham 0, Man City 1, Manchester United 0. What a big game that is. Stoke City 1, Liverpool 1, and Everton 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. So we'll look at the table. We're in second, just behind Chelsea on goal difference. Of course, it is early days here in the Premiership, and there's still a long way to go. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. Up next, we will be playing West Bromwich Albion. No, we'll be playing Stoke City away again. So be sure to subscribe for that. But until next time, guys, take care.